AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit in LeGrande. If your passion is RC cars, Hobby Habit has what you need. With the best selection of Traxxas cars and parts in Eastern Oregon, Hobby Habit will definitely fulfill your need for speed. Just for fun of it, for over 40 years in LeGrande, Hobby Habit. Drop by 411 Fir Street and check out what Joe and his team have done with the store. Short sports report today. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of sports, but there was a big football game. The Shrine game was this past weekend. We had a local player. I mean, we had a few local players. We had 3 kids from Pendleton: Deacon Pace, Mason Strong, Colson Primus, and then we had from LeGrande, Kenai Huff. From, oh man, I'm gonna have a brain fart right here. The Union kid. He turned into a Shriner. What is his name? That's so embarrassing. I'll come back to you on that. And then Baker, Chris Entrikin, that's all the real, like, local kids. Why can't I think of that kid's name? It's going to drive me crazy. But he actually became a Shriner on the field, like, right before the game. It was really cool. It was quite a cool thing. He's only the 4th one ever in the history of the game to be a Shriner and playing. And I don't know how that works, but somehow he became a Freemason and a Shriner by the time he turned 18, and between that and now. And I don't know if there's like a bypass or how long you have to be a Freemason before you can be a Shriner, but he did it, and he played in the game, and it was pretty cool. So let me tell you about a little bit how the weekend goes for us. We basically get everything all crunched together. And I'll just start like Saturday day, you know, and all the guys are there, they're in the van, all the equipment's set up, and then it's just a mad rush to make sure that everything's in its right spot, you know, when it comes to what we're going to play during the game and what order things are going to come out, and then it's just, by the time we even start figuring that out, it's like time to start the live stream. And basically, it's like 5 or 6 guys in the trailer. You got everything from like a graphics person to somebody overseeing what's like the overall content that's going out. And then you got cameras. You got 3 camera operators up in the stands. You got Bennett running the roving camera, and then you have 2 static cameras that are one's pointed at me and William, who are the announcers, and then one's pointed at the field. And then it's once it starts, it's just we're communicating back and forth, trying to figure out. This year, the Shrine guy gave me the wrong numbers for some of the players, so we had a little bit of an issue with the stream. So it's putting out fires while we're operating the game at the same time, and then it just ends up being a 5.5-hour live stream. It was successful. It was fun. It was a heck of a game. The West ended up winning, and the only bad thing was Kenai, our LeGrande kid, got hurt, and he spent the second half on crutches. But I texted him on Sunday morning, and he said that he was okay. And he's not going to play sports in college, so I mean, obviously you don't want him to get hurt, but it could have been like right at the beginning of his freshman year of football if he were to be playing football. And that would have been not good, because coaches don't like giving up their players for this game anyways. Like incoming college freshmen, it's very common that a college coach will say, no, you can't play in that game, because it's right before report time for college. And a lot of the coaches are just like, nah, you're not doing it. Benny put together a pretty badass video, though, of the week. Like, so what happens during the week with the players. Here it is. Check it out. work on that video, Benny, and that's basically like the entire week before Shrine. The kids get here on Sunday, and after that, it's all just, they keep them busy the entire time. And it's actually really cool, like the stuff that they've incorporated. They get to go swimming. They get to hang out with the cheerleaders and the co-captains and the queens. And it's just something that I'm sure these kids never forget, as well as the coaches too. And then in the next like couple weeks, I would imagine, well, probably even a little sooner than that, but we'll have a highlight video of the game coming out, and also the pictures that were taken during the game. We hired Brenna Strand to come take pictures at the game, and we'll get those out in the next couple weeks. We're also going to start talking about high school football. It's on the way, and there's a lot of things happening in the Valley here, and EOU football for that matter. I've already had a couple conversations with Coach Camp, and we're going to get back to, hopefully we're going to get back to doing a weekly show this fall, talking about EOU football. Right now, as they sit, I'm predicting EOU is going to go 500 this year. And honestly, I'm going to say the same for LeGrand. That I think we're 500 teams at the high school and at EOU right now. Until I see something different that changes my mind on that's what I'm going to stand on, is we're going to win as many as we lose. And is that enough to make the playoffs? Possibly in high school, probably not in the Frontier Conference. The Frontier Conference for EOU is tough, and it's always a struggle to make the playoffs in that conference. So hopefully something changes. You know what I mean? Hopefully I see something in the next month or so that completely changes my mind, but until I do, I'm going to say they're both 500. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it.